Hey, Jeremy.
Yes.
You want to watch Critters 2?
Yes.
You want to watch Critters 2 with me?
Yes.
All right. Are you afraid of critters?
No.
Well, good. All right, let's watch Critters 2. What do the critters say? No.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Reptile.
Reptile. From what?
Walker, he's green.
He's a green guy. Yep. Show us what reptile does.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and continuing my exploration of the new Scream Factory Critters Collection Blu-ray box set. Today I want to talk to you guys about 1988's Critters 2. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this Blu-ray release. And Critters 2 is easily my favorite film of the Critters saga. And Critters 2 took all of the elements that I loved from the first Critters film and basically doubled down. It's a bigger budgeted movie. There's a larger scope. There's more action. There's more critters. There's Roxanne Carnahan. And Critters 2 picks up 2 years after the events of the first film and finds Brad, played again by Scott Grimes, returning to Grover's Bend to visit his grandmother, only to discover that the Krites are back. There are a lot of them, and they are very, very hungry. Luckily, to the rescue comes the space bounty hunters led by Ugg, again played by Terrence Mann, and Lee, played by Roxanne Carnahan, as well as the great Eddie Deason. And I have so many fond memories of watching Critters 2 as a kid. I rented it all the time from my local video store. It was on cable television all the time growing up. And one of the things that I love about this movie that transferred over from the original Critters is the heart. This movie has a big heart, just like the original Critters. At the core of this movie, it's really all about the characters. And you like the characters in this film. From top to bottom, the characters in this film, they're very well written. Their dialogue is great. You just like the characters in this film. And of course, you've got these just cuddly, cute little fur balls known as the Critters, and they're doing what critters do best, which is eat everything and everyone in sight. I mean, how can you not watch the sequence in which the town sheriff is eaten alive by critters while he's inside of an Easter bunny suit on Easter Sunday outside of the church during Easter service, and comes barreling through the window, spewing blood everywhere. It's poetry in motion, that sequence. How can you not love that sequence? The movie does an excellent job of balancing humor and horror. The critters, again, they do a good job in this movie of keeping them a threat, yet at the same time giving them a lot of, humorous moments in the film. There's a lot of action in this movie. They definitely poured a little bit more money into this movie. They broadened the scope. It doesn't just take place all at, pretty much this one farmhouse. It takes place in the entirety of Grover's Bend, which is really cool. They do some interesting things with the critters. There's the critter ball. The critters all come together and they form this ball, this critter ball that it's just a ball of fur and teeth. And if it rolls over you, there's not going to be a whole lot of you left in its wake. The cast from top to bottom is great in this movie. Scott Grimes, Leanne Curtis, Don Opper, Barry Corbin, Terrence Mann, of course, Roxanne Carnahan. The screenplay from David Twohy, yes, Pitch Black, Riddick, that David Twohy, and the movie was directed by Mick Garris, and this was Mick Garris's big directorial debut, and he does a phenomenal job here. It's a great looking movie. The production design on this film is fantastic. It looks like a much more expensive film than it actually was. The Kyoto brothers came back and they did all of the critters effects in the film, and they look fantastic. This is just a great freaking movie. I love this movie with every fiber of my being. It is my favorite Critters movie, hands down. Just so much fun. So much fun. I cannot say enough good things about this movie. If you've not seen Critters 2, by all means, go out and watch Critters 2. If you've not seen the film, this Blu-ray from Scream Factory, which is part of the Critters collection box set, would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you're a fan of Critters, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray as part of the Critters collection box set, which you probably at this point already own. It's just, I love the movie. I can't say enough good things about it. As far as this Blu-ray is concerned, the presentation here is very nice. We've got some nice artwork here on the sleeve. The sleeve is reversible. And on the reverse of the sleeve, we have this cool artwork with the critter ball on it. This release sports a new 2K scan from the original film elements. The picture quality was fantastic. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. The audio quality, also fantastic. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 as well. As far as the extras are concerned, first up, we have the main course, the making of Critters 2. It's 1 hour and 3 minutes in length. It includes interviews with director Mick Garris, producer Barry Opper, Terrence Mann, the Kyoto brothers, R. Christopher Biggs, Leanne Curtis, Lynn Shay, Don Opper, and Dee Wallace. They discuss the first movie's success on home video, driving the desire for the sequel. Mick Garris discusses getting hired on to direct the film. The cast discuss working with Mick Garris. They discuss wanting to make the sequel bigger in scope with more action and humor than the first film. They discuss working with Scott Grimes and Barry Corbin and Terrence Mann, and why Emmett Walsh and Dee Wallace didn't return for Critters 2. Leanne Curtis discusses getting cast in the film. They discuss Roxanne Kernahan performing in various stages of undress during the coldest day in Santa Clarita in 100 years. It was like 3 degrees. My hat is off to the late Ms. Carnahan. They discuss shooting in 3-degree weather, building the entire town of Grover's Bend. I had no idea they built the entire town from scratch, and it looks fantastic. The Kyoto brothers discuss designing a contraption to control the critter balls and designing specialty critters specifically for certain gags. They discuss the giant critter ball and what a pain it was, including how it was designed and all that was required to make it work. They discuss the movie's dismal returns at the box office, but how it gained a huge fandom over the years. Very nice, informative, in-depth making of for Critters 2. Basically everything and anything you could possibly want to know about the making of Critters 2. A really well done making of for Critters 2. We get 13 minutes and 9 seconds of additional scenes that were shot for the TV cut of the film. We get 23 minutes and 49 seconds of behind the scenes footage. We get a theatrical trailer, TV spot, and an image gallery. We get 2 audio commentaries, one with Mick Garris and Michael Felsher, and the other commentary with the Kyoto brothers. I watched the film with the Mick Garris and Michael Felsher commentary. Great commentary, very entertaining, very informative, really nice commentary from Mr. Garris and Mr. Felsher for Critters 2. This is a very nice Blu-ray release for Critters 2 from Scream Factory, part of their Critters collection Blu-ray box set. If you've not seen Critters 2, I cannot recommend it any higher. This Blu-ray would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you're a fan of Critters 2, you probably already own the Blu-ray box set. But yeah, I cannot recommend Critters 2 any higher. Great, great fun movie. If you've seen Critters 2, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the A Buck a Month Club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Mitch O'Dell, Farron Sutton, Craig Farrand, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Joseph Charlesworth, Chris Earls, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Tim Williams, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Mr. Bibby86, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Cliff Hostetter, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Lauren Dixon, Travis Davis, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Parsons, Chris Gonzalez, Trenton Bowser, Alan Scott, and Vic Corbin. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.